Roscoe. I got a Roscoe, and he got a Roscoe. You think we about to let what happened to P&B Rock go? You think we not about to pop smoke for pop smoke? You can't help it with a... Came to blow out your candles. Welcome to... I'm a thought. Give me lit. I'm a shoot at the crib. I'm gonna put two in his head. It's gonna ruin his drip. Going out nowhere, baby. Oh, I'm gonna put two in the drip. You gonna throw it in the trunk. They can throw it in the ditch. I need to shake the rule. Easy.
So I prayed and Matthew 11 spoke to the soul within. The violent taken by force, so these gates are being broken in. I'm going in, cause last battle, I was not ready. Next thing I know, I got a text, like you got ready. So I got ready. Now let's rock, ready?
So it was a challenge. At first, his first battle rap was a Christian battle.
You peeping, you stressing. You may not understand now, but you gonna peep it in seconds. I pray. I say, God, this is easy. I'm fitting to dead him. He said, this is the master's card, so give him some credit. So I did. But going off was really embedded. I couldn't shake it and left clues so he could detect it. Now Gabriel was a messenger. I'm giving a lesson. If you ain't get it, then angel. You should have delivered the message.
Third battle, it was a secular battle, and I went with him, and the guy was talking about, oh, I'll make your wife do this and that, and like it was so disrespectful. And the feeling that I had, I was like, I want to support my husband, but babe, I just don't feel comfortable in this atmosphere. So I stopped going to his secular battles, and I feel bad sometimes because it's like it seems as though I'm not supporting him, but you know, I always post his flyers, and I listen to his battle raps when he wanna spar and talk about it. So I try my best to be supportive in that way, but yeah, it's rough.
Any preparation battle stories?
Yeah, he'll always come ask me, what you think about this? And then
fifth battle since June, the pastor's working. He on rock, and I barely scratched the surface. That's for certain. The tool I work with is sharp. It'll leave you engraved. That's a permanent mark. Remember Moses, 10 Commandments? He etched God's laws.
Then I'm like, and I don't lie to him. I'm like, I didn't get it. Say it over. What does it mean? And there's times when I would get it, and he'll be shocked. Oh, and the funny thing is, we have this line. So he'll say,
shout out to O-Red, by the way, because what she's about to say comes from O-Red.
He'll say, you heard me?
You heard me?
And I always say, Jersey. I don't know. He just came home with that one day, and I picked up on it, and that's like our running thing now. So, yeah.
Yeah. So as she said, she hears all the bars before I go out, and I have a few funny stories about it before I actually talk about how she is from my perspective in it. So this morning I have a battle next weekend, so this morning I'm trying to like go over what I'm gonna be saying and get my round together, and I'm here in the living room. She's in the room trying to go to sleep since she just got home from work, and she's like, "Excuse me, can you I'm trying to sleep before Omar comes." And
yeah, he doesn't hear himself. He's in here screaming.
I'm not screaming.
Got his boys and they all want to joust. But I ain't scared of D-men. I'm a preacher. I'm calling them out.
I'm not screaming. I'm loud. It's two different. Yes, screaming and loud are two different things.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Things, because you can be loud without screaming.
Okay.
I would love to see this like on.
So listen here. Am I screaming right now?
Yeah.
This is me screaming. You see the difference? That's screaming. And that's my point. So my point is I can scream, but I can also be loud. And to me, those are two totally different things.
All live. Pure live.
I'm really trying.
So me right here is me screaming to you. That's passionate, and that's how I battle.
It versus the teacher. Who will win? Rap. Do you feel inferior cause you can't match my IQ? All the students vote to let me teach cause they don't like you? Do you know that your degree is cap and you were lied to? No cap, I'll get you capped. You graduate inside the ground too. You think cause you wear those glasses that you're so intelligent? I'll take your whole world away, ain't stopping at no sediments. I'll leave you at your detriment. You're smart but not a specialist. Defeating me is mandatory, something like a requisite. I put numbers on the board, you're stuck at a deficit. 3 hits just to make sure that you're gone. Hood etiquette. Got a new ton of hitters, Isaac with the 30 clips. But I'm not talking physics when I hit you with this calculus. That was quite impressive, I can tell by your colloquial. If I get you erased from my class, then I'll be jovial. I'll hook you with a better job. Have you done custodial?
But if I'm right here, now that's screaming to me.
We go.
Some crazy stuff. And she's an innocent bystander, of course,
that's
because
what
you're
I was-
supposed to be
Yeah.
you talking to me, but then you rope her in because she's connected to me, and it's not fair to her.
How do you prepare her that? How do you prepare your wife for that?
So my friend, so shout out to Redeemed. We had this conversation. It was a long conversation. He's married with two girls, and they're young. So we literally, as Christian battle rappers, were like, yeah, but what happens if they, it's toting a fine line? Because I have a 13-year-old daughter. He has 2 girls who are 6, I believe, 6 and 4. And I'm like, if they say something that's a little off kilter, they may not think that I'm a pastor anymore in that setting. Like, and so even again, all right, even in the Christian battle rap, my very first opponent was like, I know you gotta, I know you are a father. You gotta.
I know you're a father with children and a wife, but the question is, do you know the father? Do you know the children? Do you know the wife? Round 1.
You got a daughter and a wife.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I looked up like, where you going with this, bro?
Better back up, young man. This ain't what you want, young man. This ain't what you. You what? Back the fuck up. You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me. You better find you a goddamn toy.
So it's like, all right, cool. But you're always on edge because you don't know what they're gonna say, how they're gonna say it. And as you know, battle rap can go extremely left because words do hurt, and they pierce people in places that you really don't think will be pierced until you're there or until you're in that moment. Mm-hmm. So shout out to her. Of course, I don't really get many opponents that talk about her. That one opponent did. And then
It put a bad taste.
Right, and she hasn't really come back. But there are other factors. Of course, there's a lot of smoking. There's a lot of let's just say smoking weed and cigarettes, which I'm able to handle because I kind of come from that, and I'm not so foreign to it. And so it doesn't really affect me. Cigarette smoke, definitely, but not so much the weed per se. However, you definitely need breaks. I gotta go outside. All right, go back in. So things of that nature. I absolutely love battle rap.
Now look at him sick. I know he about the Earl, but let's get a little personal. I know about his girl. He got a wife named Sita. Everybody skeets her. All I had to give a catfish and some pizza.
The first battle I saw on Smack DVD. And then I did my best to try to find as many, Unkasa versus T-Rex and Party Artie versus Murder Mook. And you go through all of those, and then you go to the URL era. And years ago when they were holding tryouts, I wanted to be the very first Christian battle rapper. And I tell my brother, and he's like, what? I'm like, yo, I want to be the first Christian battle rapper. He's like, nah, bro, you wildin'. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I am wildin'. Maybe that wouldn't translate too well. Then my brother Saga, he was the first one to be the first unashamed Christian, because there were Christians there, but he was the first one actually repping Christ.
The wheel and turn Ryder into a Tesla. You can try to get on my level, but not many compare though. Big Scrap, Don Marino, heavy sombrero. He knowledge, I bet he a scarecrow. Something deadly at air though. If it ring get low, Ryder, Eddie go
and he goes in and he does his thing and he becomes, you know, he starts gaining momentum, and then comes Loso and A-Ward and Street Hymns. And now there's so many of us that have followed suit. But it's funny because my brother, who told me no, after hearing my first battle was like, yo, wow. And now he, you know, today he literally like, oh, y'all just booked my flight for your Atlanta battle. So he literally is traveling with me now, you know, supporting what I do and how I do it. I think that she as a battle rap wife is a trooper.
Is there a heart? In the house? Is there a heart in the house? You got to have love. You got to have love in your heart.
Yeah. My beginnings was intense. Who'da thought I'd go legit? For sure. Yeah.